Welcome back to the Brew Crew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 242, back in the church room bar. I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, I have it turned down a little bit.
Oh, okay. Back in the church room bar, and welcome back from Oregon, as I like to call it. My wife hates it because she's from California, and she says it's pronounced Oregon.
Oregon?
And everyone in Oregon pronounces it that way, which means that she's right.
Yeah.
That's how it's pronounced. But I refuse to acknowledge that because everyone in Illinois calls it Oregon.
Can I tell you the one thing? I'm only going to do...
You can tell me as many things as you want.
I'm only going to do one beer story this week.
Half of this show is yours. You can tell me as many things as you want.
I'm going to tell you 40% of the 80%.
All right.
It's math. So I got a comment. So we always get into like border wars and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Totally. So having a time. And the one comment I got, we're just sitting there, we're just talking to beer, and an individual said, I've been all around this country I've had, and like this individual had been to like the Northeast, so I ran like Heady Topper, the Alchemist, like all of the heavy hitters, like Treehouse and all that. He's like, no one does beer better than the Pacific Northwest. And right then I was like, conversation over. Again, I'm not saying that one place of the country does it better than the other place, but like we all have highs and lows.
Yeah.
But I just thought like head in the clouds type thing.
Head in the clouds for sure.
Right?
For sure. No one does better than the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
I would have asked him to back that up.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just like, well, the clouds are
And
nice.
you have to back it up. Like, there's times where you and I will have an argument.
That's my problem. I didn't give them the opportunity to back that up.
Well, I think that he would have backed it up with empirical evidence from the Pacific Northwest and nothing from anywhere else.
Yeah, nothing from me.
Whereas, like, you and I will have an argument. If you don't have an opinion on, let's say we're talking, historic franchises, Bears, Packers.
Yep.
If I make a good argument, your argument back would be no, like just a joke, as like that guy sucks. But you probably have it pretty educated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His counter argument would probably just be like, no, like, Maine sucks. Maine brewery sucks.
Tangentially
like,
related
without
to
any
this,
evidence.
Arguments and stuff like that. Sorry, Stacy. One guy was wearing a New England Patriots party shirt, which was awesome. You know what a party shirt is? You wear it under your mesh dress.
Okay.
You get the sleeves done up however you want.
Oh,
Some
nice.
people put flight suit. I've got one with the Smurfs on it. Anyways, he was wearing Patriots, and he was a Patriots guy. So that became like a running punchline with him. And this guy handled it really well. One of the individuals I met lives 10 minutes from here.
Really?
Yeah, just 10 minutes.
And
it was in the wedding party.
Wow.
So awesome.
And a stranger prior to the wedding.
Complete stranger.
Wow.
The only reason I found out where he lived was because his your greeting in your Gmail is like have an amazing day. I rock. You're okay too, John Tribble. Yeah. His is like his address.
I have since started, if I can remember at the time, it depends on how early in the morning I'm replying to your emails.
Yeah.
I delete my signature.
Yeah. Dear Matt, please, what are you doing typing?
I don't know if you have like a time schedule on our communications, but you'll email me morning comms, and we'll text usually in the evening.
Yep. Because I can't have my phone. Because I'm at work.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So when I email you back,
I thought you were going to say, like...
I remembered that on the way to work this morning. Like, oh, yeah, that's why he emails me. But then I forgot just now.
I thought you were going to say, you email me in the same 3 minutes every day. Which would be completely unplanned.
You probably do.
Would be completely unplanned, but it sounds like something I would do.
But there are times where you'll add in a signature making fun of my signature. Because it's like I'm...
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to have a signature to reply to you. Because you know who I am.
Like on my non-Gmail email, on the phone it will say, excuse my brevity, I'm using my phone. I always delete that.
Oh, yeah. I changed it to just like, thanks, comma, my name.
No, it says...
And it's automatic.
I rock, you're okay too.
That's true. It does say that
JT.
too. It does say that.
JT.
In white, you put that in white.
JT forever.
Ink.
With kissy
Only
emoji.
problem is that if you are in dark mode on your phone when you receive my email, you see it.
Is your Gmail set up dark mode?
Well, yeah, I'm on the computer, yes, but my phone is always just regular.
Yep.
But it's not about how you send it, it's how you receive it. So if I send you an email in dark mode on my phone, you don't receive it in dark mode. You receive it in whatever your phone's in.
Oh, yeah. So, dark mode for your emails, you can do it on Outlook, you can do it on Gmail. It's a life changer. Same with like Firefox or Chrome or whatever, you can put it dark mode. So anyways, good times and great oldies. Do you have any beer tangentially related news?
No.
Really? It's a clean week, so man.
Yeah, I
gotta
wanted
tell
to
one
have
story.
some, but I mean, I was 4 minutes over when I told you I was gonna leave today. I was just like not there.
Okay, another thing. You know what I was pleasantly surprised of? Went to a brewery, and you can get IPA out rather quickly.
Oh yeah, easily.
Barley wines and bourbon barrels, like imperial barrels. Yeah, like that buttery, like savory. Again, like that AleSmith decadence that we will continue to gush over further. I mean, it wasn't there, but there was a lot of them. And again, I have beers and thoughts. Follow me on Untapped, Digital Bay there, and you'll be able to see a lot of the commentary there. And it will come out in the upcoming weeks. I just don't want to bury the lead.
Don't bury the lead.
Buried the hatchet.
So highs and lows, or you want to just let that trickle out?
I'll let it. Good question. I'll let it matriculate. I mean, a barley wine was good.
Barley wines are good.
It was delightful. You know, they a lot of peach beers, like Festina, like Dogfish Head.
Right now. You're the man. That's a great segue. So keep talking.
Really?
Keep talking.
Is it Dogfish Head Festina Peach? Because I love that. That's a good beer. But okay, so you know, and the Chuggalos know that I am not a fan of peach in beer.
Yeah.
A sour peach, I think I have to apologize to the peach community. I have to apologize to Jimmy Carter and all of the people from Georgia. Again, on a sour, and these are sour cuvées. These are big. They had a golden ale up there, 8.6.
Wow.
So I talked.
Golden ale.
I talked to this other beer individual that he was going to be my man wife for the week. His sister is absolutely delightful. He is delightful. His beard down to his waist.
Wow.
He is the hottest ginger I've ever seen in my life. I didn't get to tell him that.
I don't know.
I don't like gingers.
You have like ginger barriers.
I had to chamber all of my ginger hate.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like obviously I would have made out with this individual. Probably the first and only ginger I would do that with.
Wow. First and only. Once you start though.
Yeah.
You open the door and more gingers will come.
Then I would probably commit Yoshimitsu immediately after.
Yeah.
But he was all that as man. We went rafting and him and I were sitting in the raft next to each other, and class 4s and 5s or whatever, and we went off a 12-foot waterfall.
Class 4s and 5s or whatever, unaccompanied by
no, there was a guide.
Oh, okay.
And we did some.
I was gonna say that's serious.
We did some
stuff.
cliff diving, jumping too, which is a big deal for me because that's how I broke my leg. Like I didn't want to, but everyone else did it.
Like with parachutes or
no. It's only like 24
just
feet.
Into the water.
Yeah, just into the water. So, anyways, we go off this 12-foot waterfall, and I'm a couple of drinks in. I got told. I walked up to the rafting place and I got a road pop with me, and I'm drinking it, and she goes, "You can't have that up here, dude." Like, it's just a beer, and she's like, "Nah, my boss right there." Okay. So, anyways, we get in this raft. We're at the end of it, 4s and 5s for like 3 hours, just getting beat up, and they 12-foot waterfall, like almost Last of the Mohican style, and they go over like pinching your feet, and I'm at the front. I'm next to I'll say Chuggalo Kyle. Amazing. So anyways, we get down. So you have to paddle outside, hold on to a strap, finally, random strap. We submerged the boat because Kyle and I are the biggest guy submerging.
So the front end or the whole boat?
There's 2 pictures of us where the boat, magic trick. Ta-da, gone.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, I just gotta be hitting Bob. So, and then all of a sudden it comes up and I didn't pitch my feet. So my legs are up in the air, unbeknownst to me, because we have the photographs. I'll share what I'm talking about.
With the
inflatable
underneath.
My legs are higher than my head.
Okay.
So my eyes are closed, obviously. So we land and we're in placid water, and it feels like somebody punched me in the face.
Yeah,
so I thought it was this mountain man next to me. I was like, "Did you punch me in the face?"
Yeah.
Probably deserved it. There's a lot of people that
turns out it was the water.
It turns out it was my knee.
Oh,
I kneed myself right in the face.
Yeah, that'll happen
because I didn't pinch my legs.
That's a far drop, 12 feet.
It was
good. Were you going full speed and you went over to land flat, or did you go over nose first?
We went over nose first, but when you pop up because the buoyancy, that's where it flung me, and it just. I'm like, I didn't ruin the moneymaker.
You popped up. You went in a U, or you popped up backwards?
No, we popped up.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Right.
That's awesome.
It was, and all of that, I kept it together, rafting and stuff like that. I kept it together. I had a couple.
I drank a beer.
I
drank another beer.
7 before we went.
3 beers.
And
You had 7 before you went in 4s and 5s? That's dangerous. That's risky.
there was a good 45 minutes in between.
That's not very long.
It was a long time. But I started off big. I started off with the double digits, and then I kind of and then we had a charcuterie board. So I really let it sop up.
Wow. Yeah. That's the worst thing to eat when you're drinking.
What?
Like, it's good, but it doesn't sop up anything.
What?
Yeah, no, crackers are very
Crackers,
absorbent.
but come on. The crackers.
Cured meats.
You need bread, all the bread.
All the bread. A famous... We'll have to track down that. What famous wise individual.
Wise words. All the bread and as much water as you can handle. I similarly did a rafting trip like that. I don't know that I'd have the balls to drink beforehand. There were some scary moments.
I mean, our guide heralded the horsepower we had in the boat.
Uh-huh.
It was all dudes and Kyle's lovely wife, who does CrossFit.
Uh-huh.
We could put that anywhere, and it was I did it for my bachelor party. We had a wider boat because we had people that were dead fish in the middle. Like I almost lost my dad, and then I would have been killed by my mom. But this one, no one fell out of the boat, nothing.
Whoa.
Kept it together, yeah.
Wow, yeah. I did fall out once. Yeah. Anyway.
I wanted to. Did they give you when you went? Did they give you what they call a drop shirt or whatever? So to keep water. Because we were wearing a wetsuit.
Yeah, we had wetsuits, and then you could choose to wear the jacket.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All of us did, but one.
Yeah. So the wetsuits I think were shoulder strapped.
Yeah, like tank tops.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then all the way down to your legs, fill them up with a little layer of water, and then you could put the coat on. Which for us made sense because it was September in West Virginia. It was freezing cold.
Yeah.
For you, probably not.
All glacier fed.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense to probably have
pee
that
doesn't go anywhere. You can feel it matriculate.
But that's a good thing. You pee, and what happens is it forms that layer of water. This is all great science.
Yeah.
And then your body warms up the water.
Yeah.
And it's warmer than if you were just skin in and canvas.
There was definitely a 10-minute run where I could have used another to bring me up, a pick me up beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was at the end when we were where I was at the end. It's just this long path to the part where you get out.
Yeah.
And it was probably 20 minutes, and we've just been going, bumping here, bumping there, and I mean we've been on this thing for 4 hours, and there was even a lunch in between. But now my back is killing me because there's no backrest. You're just sitting upright the whole time with your little oar. And I was just like, holy shit, get me off this thing. Well, where I went, and I'll shout them out because they're worth visiting again, Ace Adventures in West Virginia. When the second you get off the raft, they hand you a beer.
See, they made us pick the raft up and carry it.
Well, we had to do that too.
Yeah.
After they hand you a beer, drink it, and then we took it, and then we got on the bus and they all handed us all another one to whoever wanted.
See, amazing.
Well, I didn't have 7 beers before.
This place that we went was top notch. I forget the wife handled all the stuff or whatever, but Ocho to Marcus. Marcus was our guide, and then the ladies had squid or squib or squat. I
love it. That's something I never thought I'd do, and I did and loved it.
I would do it again.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah. Let's get to it. Let's get to the good news.
So let's pretend we had a good segue.
We did.
News?
The peach.
The beer, or you got different news?
No, let's get to the good news. The good news is you talking about beer is the good news.
Urban Artifact. Haven't had Urban Artifact in so long. Peaches and cream Nitro fruit tart. I bought this beer because it was on Nitro, specifically. Now
it's on Nitro.
The peaches,
see, that's the good news.
Yeah, that's the good news. The peaches I did get because I think peaches need a redemption here. Peaches are getting a bad rap.
By me.
Also me. And as is evident by Anheuser-Busch's marketing towards not doing peach again, also everybody else.
Yeah. Again, they've alluded to it's going to be watermelon.
They've alluded to it, but just bring the apple
stuff
back. Let's just do apple.
Yeah.
All right, let's crack this baby open.
How do you think the peaches got into this can?
I don't know.
I bet they were put there by a man.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
In a factory downtown.
Probably.
Do you know what, JT?
I don't know how far downtown though.
If I would have my own little way, I'd eat peaches every day.
Yeah. Same. I like peaches.
How far do I have to go before JT knows?
I know that you're doing
okay.
something. Yeah. I just don't know any of the lyrics. I know it's like peaches for me. But what is this? The butthole surfers or the what is it? Are we talking about
Presidents of the United
Presidents of
States?
the United States of America? Yeah. I knew it was one of the cool names.
Butthole. Yeah, the butthole servers did like Pepper, my brother's wife.
Okay. So this is Urban Artifact out of Cincinnati. Peaches and cream. It's a nitro fruit tart, 7.1%.
Hell yeah.
And it is, in your typical 12-ounce can.
The only thing more refreshing than this beer is refreshing that they're figuring out how to balance ABV into a fruit beer, because typically you look at a fruit and you're like, that's going to be a 4 or 5. Like, I'm not saying rating, I'm saying ABV. So this is a 7.1, like sour cuvées and stuff like that I've had, like 8%.
I don't know if you'll want this, but the can says to do it.
To do it?
It says pour vigorously into a
How do you
glass.
pour vigorously? Like just shake?
It's going to be messy in here.
Whatever gets in there.
Like that. I guess that's how we do it. And it looks good. I mean, that looks like fun. Yeah.
That looks like
very
fun.
Guinness-y style action there, the bottom up. Foam dissipating from the bottom up. So anyway, I interrupted you.
No. I typically have nothing of value or merit to ever say.
No, you do. So Urban Artifact, a place we've talked about often. They do fruit beers very well, mostly sours, tart ales, and things like that. We've been there in a church. They have some dinosaur-themed beers that are more expensive than others, although to date we have realized that expense was nothing.
Our favorite Urban Artifact story, and I would speak for Cobra, is how Urban Artifact, we went there and we split one $23 beer.
Mm-hmm.
And 40-year-old Matt would kick, what was that Bobo? 19? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Was it 19? Maybe.
Would $22. I mean, now we just laugh in the face of danger. We laugh at your peaches.
I mean, that's now the second time we've brought up the Cincinnati Bobo, because that was the bread and water Bobo.
Second in the same time, because I know we've told that story, but that's our favorite. Like, an amazing. The brewery is in the basement of a still operating and functioning church.
Yeah.
And
which is amazing.
It's a great amalgamation of space. It's how you would picture a turn of the century, like the old linoleum parquet style flooring. The bathroom of, tan stalls that are 2 feet up off the ground with that metal. Old urinals. I mean, still clean though and reputable.
I don't think I went to the bathroom there, but I do remember hanging out outside. Not a lot of outside space there. Churches didn't really typically have a lot of outside space.
Yeah, like you had enough room to play like one game of bags.
Yeah,
and that was about it.
That's about it. But great place, awesome brewery. Not disappointed by many of the things they offer. I don't know that I've ever been truly disappointed in any of their beers.
Is your favorite beer, true or false statement, the Christmas pickle beer from Urban Artifact?
That is false, but I do, I like the novelty of it.
The world's biggest grocery store is 45 minutes from here. We have the world's biggest grocery store and the world's biggest alcohol store, and they're only 30 minutes apart. They're a little further for us, though. They sold, like, January 15th through March. For 6 packs of Christmas pickle beer, it was $4. I think the cheapest I ever saw.
$4 or $5, yeah.
It was under $1
super
a
cheap,
can. Yeah.
But they make so much of it that it kind of there's a lot of overflow there.
It's a little more sweeter though. It's not. I mean, if it was more dill, it would go further. But it's like a sweet dill.
Yeah.
Which has its place, just not.
And they make a spicy version too.
They do make a spicy version that's delightful. Oh, speaking of beer news, I almost buried the lead. Did you see that Oregon Express is up for sale?
Yes, I did. I saw the post that your wife had shared.
It cannot be the building. There's no way that price. It's $325,000. There's no way it includes the building. That's just got to be a lease or an agreement. You're just buying the business.
Well, you're definitely buying the alcohol license, which is very hard to get. Yeah, and then, I don't know, maybe.
And it's a retired teacher, and
maybe it is the building because they said
it
has to be. But I don't know. What are you buying? You're not buying
all the equipment.
Oh, maybe the equipment.
Because they probably
okay,
got
that
the
would make
space.
sense. That would make sense. The equipment.
Because Aaron, and I don't know if you met Mel and Glenn. They've been at functions before here, but they're like, let's split it. I was like, man, I don't know I'd be a silent partner. Like, keep me away from there. I love their Reuben pizza. I just hope whoever treats, it's very much like Tanks. It seems like we're in seasons of change when it comes to like the Dayton positive drinking scene. Like where we go, there's other places I'm sure that change hands all the times, but like a few of the high points right now. So like my favorite breakfast haunt, and then like my favorite Oregon, like within a couple of months are exchanging and hopefully not changing too much, because again, when you do go there, you know, I could have, but these people are ready to retire. They're like,
but they are going to be selective on the buyer.
Yeah, they are, which is good. You know, hopefully they, you know, they're not going to put in a rave or like a dance bar.
I would love to own a place down there. That would be awesome.
You'd think it's a license to print money, but I don't know how, you know, since COVID, the couple of times we went there, I mean, it's been less than busy, but we go, because on that hot day, you and I were running downstairs. That's when I went to Goodwill to buy shorts. I still have those shorts.
Nice. Yeah. We went during the day. I think I go down there. I like Thai 9. That's one of my favorite restaurants around here. So I go there.
Shares a parking lot.
And it's pretty packed down there anytime I go to Thai 9. Though that is indicative of me choosing one over the other. I've taken my family to Oregon Express, and I love the Reuben pizza, but it doesn't.
And they cut their chip dip. That was the other highlight.
Yeah, the chip dip's good. It doesn't overtake any of the pizza places that we enjoy here. That's the problem. Yeah, it's a good novelty.
Yeah, I mean, I put that up there with South Park. I mean, you have a couple of good like little haunts right there. Old Scratch. It's right there. Lots of like kitschy pizza.
Kitschy, yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't the pizza places we choose when we're having like family night pizza.
No.
So that's the problem.
Yeah, the problem is
they need to have more. They need to tailor more towards delivery.
When we have family night pizzas, those places, it's a 25-minute drive one way, so it's like.
Well, yeah, you're farther away. We're right there. We still don't choose
I don't have that kind of coin for that.
Yeah, you do.
Should we go on thoughts? I'm gonna go first, and then we'll get to all the good stuff here. This is surprisingly refreshing. It doesn't have as much of the peach isn't there. You can tell there's a fruit of some sort or whatever, and it's not like a heavy citrus fruit or whatever. It's more of like a pulpy, fleshy type fruit, and that's there, which is good. But this is amazingly refreshing and super crushable. And the dangerous thing is it's like right there with like a Truth or a Standard or like it's a 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1.
So this is because it's not a palate wrecker in that I don't feel like I'm just ruined for whatever next beer. Watch JT pull out like an English bitter or something like that, and you know you're not able to hear the notes or taste the notes. This is right up there with all of the urban artifacts that we like. We hold them on a pedestal. I like this. I would buy this again. This is very surprising for a peach beer. It seems accurate. The Nitro could be amped up a little bit more, but I don't know what that entails, or you know, if there's a certain resistance in the can, so they can only do so much.
Interesting.
Off the top rope, I wish the peach was turned up more. I'm going to give it a 4.25.
Okay. Yeah, I make the same argument that the peach is a little muted in this, but I think it's balanced the right way.
JT, you got to give the people what they want.
Can art. That's right. I was forgetting. Here's the can art, folks.
Oh, there is some on the back.
Yep, there is something on the back. There is some can art here. It's a little raccoon. A little trash panda. And he is holding a peach. It says dairy free. This is a Nitro fruit tart. Open the can and pour vigorously into a glass. And then the rest of the can, at the top here, it's got this yellow strip, and in that is some peach outlines, some outlines of some peaches, and the rest of the can is just orange with some yellow text and stuff around it. Reward the curious. So that's the can art. It's a raccoon. He's smiling. He's having a good time. Raccoons don't need much to be happy. Just some trash.
Just
some trash. That's all they need. Yeah, so that's the can art bonus segment, and that's brought to you by Stev still.
Stev.
Thanks, Stev. Yeah, so the peach is muted.
Is it the Nitro that over?
I don't know.
I feel was there a decision there?
Every time that I've had Nitro previously, it's been much creamier.
Yep.
It's more noticeable, more in your face. Like if I drank this beer and I didn't know it was Nitro, I don't think I'd be able to tell you it was Nitro. Whereas there are some beers where you clearly, it just kind of, there's this sensation of smooth creaminess that just kind of like overtakes the beer. This doesn't have that. It is balanced. I don't have that. Like I think they put there's no dairy on here because people might be shocked that there's no dairy in here. And that's with other Nitros. With this one, no, I'm not shocked. This is
It's a good way to put it.
I would say this is kind of like just it's just got a little bit of nitro in it.
Yeah, this is like, not like a Vietnamese coffee or whatever that has that like creaminess or frothiness to it. There's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get a cold brew at Starbucks on Nitro now, and it's for a couple of years now.
The Dunkin' Donuts salted caramel cold brew is every weekend day that I'm going now.
Nice.
It's
very good. I haven't had that. I do like this beer. I think this is one of the better peach beers. I think peach. I mean, obviously we saw with the Busch peach beer.
We did see it with the Busch. Good pause.
It can be done very poorly. This one's not done poorly. This done's really well. 375.
375.
Mm-hmm. I think that you got to amp something up here. Either the nitro or the peach or both. That's what I think.
I often, as we go to the second beer, I often just spur questions on JT. Like I think about like just natural conversation.
Yeah.
While we're going through this beer, I want to put something else on your plate. Mm-hmm. For the end, I want you to go over the worst toast you've ever heard. Like the worst
toast I've ever heard.
Yeah, the worst
All
toast.
Right.
Or maybe like you've personally, not like on TV or whatever.
Okay.
A lot of the Chuggalos know where I'm going to go with this. Worst toast.
I don't know a lot.
Because usually they're alcohol fueled. Maybe beer. Sorry, Stacy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of toasts that I've heard in my life, but I'll try to think of the worst. Let's get primed. This can is not primed. You got to really dig in there.
Yep.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I don't even have a thumbnail. All right.
I'm good to go, my friend.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm much better at that one. It's crazy. Again, like I try to keep it away. How much I get on the microphone. It's not you. It's me.
It's both of us. Cartridge Brewing Escape Pina Colada Wheat Ale 4.0 in a pint. Pina Colada obviously is going to have some things that Matt doesn't like. It's going to have some things that Matt does like. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm also not a big... I don't partake in Pina Coladas that much.
So fuck you people if you don't think we do stuff we only like.
Yeah, right. There's better island drinks than a Pina Colada. Margarita, for example. Frozen margarita, just phenomenal.
Electric lemonade.
I would choose that any day.
BBC.
What's the other one? The Hawaiian one?
Hawaiian punch?
No.
Or fruit punch?
No. It's a
rum punch?
drink.
Mai Tai?
Mai Tai. Maybe that's not Hawaiian. That's Thai, probably. Love Mai Tais. Mai Tais are
no, that's all we drank when we went to Hawaii was Mai Tais.
Oh, was it? Yeah. We drank those a lot in Mexico. Just amazing. But this is Pina Colada, so let's talk about that.
4% in a pint can. Man, if you want to... Wild Ohio territory, here we come.
Oh, wow. Dang. That's a teaser right there. I can't disagree, but I can't say... Well, I can't agree because it's not Wild Ohio. But I'm tasting something that's just too similar to gas station bottom shelf shit, you know?
Yeah. If I would ever edit these or whatever, I would put that noise in.
Oh, man. I wish this wasn't the first time we were doing this brewery because I mean, they look great from the website. They just look like they're just having fun.
Three Floyds were digging on our post last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway, Cartridge. That's great. Thanks, Three Floyds. We obviously love Three Floyds. We don't. Other than Blurple Gotti, which he hated and I actually thought was pretty good. We don't really shit on Three Floyds much, but we are honest. So that shows you we're shills in the way that we like the beer. Same thing with 450. Yeah. Same thing with several, even Urban Artifact. We don't shill. We're not paid. No one's paying us. Once we start getting, paid to be shills, we'll be shills for real. But right now we're shills because you make good beer.
Yeah. It's easy to tout, that amazing product. Man, this. Ugh.
So this brewery is out of Ohio, believe it or not, Mainville.
Or
Mainsville.
Mansville?
Not Waynesville.
Mansfield.
Mainville. And Maine with an E, so Maineville.
So a little bit about Ohio geography. They were probably pronounced that, because they fucked up their ketchup bottle.
Yeah, it's probably Mineville.
Like, they have a town here that's spelled Russia, but it's Rushi.
Yeah, Rushi. That's true.
Or, what's that? Instead of Versailles, it's Versailles.
Yeah, Versailles.
Bell Fountain.
Okay, so this place is just north of Cincinnati. I never heard of Maine.
So it's close. They could kill us.
They could kill us.
So they're like Sonder. Sonder is where I think of, like, if I'm between now that Rivertown
it's like Sonder. Yeah, Sonder is, let's see. Where are they? Lebanon or Mason?
Well,
so it's just near Kings Island. This place is just by Kings Island. So if you're familiar with Kings Island, it's fun.
Still have never been there.
I love Kings Island. Do you like roller coasters? I mean,
yeah, they're all right. I like water parks.
They have a good water park.
Yeah.
Well, they have a dark roller coaster similar to Space Mountain in Disney.
Yeah.
Much better.
Does it go under the parking lot and stuff like that? Like there's a couple.
I think it just sits in a dome.
Oh, sorry, Stacy. Man, this is. Oh.
Anyway, so Cartridge, they're out of Mainville, and I mean, I think they're probably a good brewery.
I think they're.
Well, we've never had them before. The main guy, Adam Mills, our head brewer.
Yeah.
He's always aiming for proverbial beer brewing bullseye. So he likes whatever it's called when you link words that start with the same letter.
Alliteration.
Yeah. And a mark he knows he'll never hit. It's a journey that's never finished. So at least he's humble. Anyway. Yeah, how have we not heard of this place? Have you heard of this place?
I've not. I wouldn't even be able to tell you where Mainville is, but...
Mainville's it's by Kings Island.
It's good that they have our history on the website. That's a couple of paragraphs instead of having to go dig for it. JT was able to find it.
I found it right away. In 1890, since it was home to two of the nation's largest... I don't know. Okay, that seems like
Hootapole
extra information.
What's the other one?
This is just the history of Cincinnati. Create a machine. This guy, let's see, German Gershom Moore Peters, a hobby inventor.
That's
with
a fake
few
name.
Patents.
Gershom Moore Peters
joined forces with the King family. Is that Kings Island? At their mill in early 1880s as both son-in-law and Vice President Gershom.
Man, it's just like somebody was like,
these names are I can't understand them. No, but there's so much text here. By 1885, Gershom succeeded, and 2 years later, the Peters Cartridge Company was born.
I get Gershom Moore Peters, and now Peters Cartridge.
What is this? I don't know. In October 2020, they opened the doors to this place.
What?
Really bad year to open a business, I'd say.
So they just opened.
But they did okay. They're doing okay. Who knows? It goes back to 1880.
I still have There's a brewery that I still haven't had any of their product that opened less than 2 miles from here on the 4th of July during COVID.
I remember.
Southern Ohio.
Still haven't had some Southern Ohio. They've been at Yellow Cab a few times.
People enjoy them though.
Get out and see local brewers. Dayton, I'd say Dayton is starting to. The Dayton Trail is 32 beers now.
Yeah, but that's
way
outside.
too much.
Portland, 70 breweries.
They have a trail?
No, it's not a trail. There's 70 breweries in Portland.
Well, yeah, it's a big city. I'm sure there's just
It's
as
not
many
bad.
in Cincinnati, or maybe
think-
just as many in Chicago.
Well, okay, and so you went from the third largest
How
city,
big is Portland? How many people?
14.
14?
Seven of them live in tents. 7 of them live in tents.
I believe it. I believe all 14 of them live in tents.
It was an incredible tent population.
I've heard that. I don't want to. I don't know. I feel like you can't even really talk about.
You can talk about under
homeless people.
It's not homeless.
It's
Under-homed.
unhoused or whatever.
Unhoused.
And without being like, political stuff. But it's not. I don't understand how it could get to that level.
I'm ready to talk about this. Okay,
Let's talk about it.
So you have to have all the beer. You do.
You have to have all of it? You've drank the whole thing?
No, but I'm saying all the beers in the world. Like eventually, this effort will stop once we've had all the beers. Because then what are we going to talk about? So this beer just tastes like this is the most on point coconut tasting beer I've ever had. This tastes like shaved. There's shaved coconut in it.
Yeah, I disagree, but that's good.
It's shaved, and it's way too close to the real thing. I hate coconut. You could probably use this for suntan lotion. You could bathe in it in a sea of disappointment. That's all this beer offers. It's a 4%, so you can't rely on that. I don't know what the body is to it, but it tastes like shaved coconut. Man, I cannot tell you how sad I am that these are our brothers that live quite close to us.
I think we give them another chance, but we should have them on.
Right, they started the Moore Peters Cartridge family.
The Gershom, who knows? 1880.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird Peters
Ohio
things they were
goes
having
way
back then.
back. Part of the Underground Railroad. Gershom was a part of that.
It's not a drain pour because it's not offensive. Coconut
That's
just
true.
isn't. Coconut isn't for me.
Right.
So identify that. We've had beer like Wild Ohio, like we couldn't drink it. Mm-hmm. I will be able to drink this entire beer, 4%. And it will be memorable. Pina colada. It doesn't have any of the other accompaniment or accoutrement that you would expect with the pina colada. None of that like sweetness or anything like that, like from a pineapple. It's just all shaved coconut. So reload this cartridge, Peters family, and hopefully you can beat another one off and put some white creaminess into other people's mouth. Off the top rope. It's just not for me. It could be for other people. I'm going to give it a 3-0.
Well, 3-0 is not bad for that. Just
it seems well executed.
You went hard on that.
It seems well executed if you like shaved coconut.
This is the Can Art Boner segment brought to you by Stev, Supreme fan. He's the supreme leader of the fan club.
He posts a lot on the
He does.
The
We
YouTubes.
appreciate it so much.
I respond.
I will say this. Who was I talking to recently?
Gatorade.
Nope.
Jesus.
Someone from Dayton. And they did not know that there were seats on the second story of the Dorothy Lane in Oakwood and taps in at least the Centerville one. And there's wine tasting at the one in Oakwood.
That's what they want you to do. Like, I still want to go to a grocery store and feel like comfortable enough, and I'm not in a rush where I'm going to sit there, have a couple of beers, and then go grocery shopping.
Yeah, that's.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Yeah.
You need to. That's the thing is, like, I'm not. That's the grocery shopping part.
Yeah.
If I want to have a couple of beers, I'm going somewhere else.
Other people we know have done it multiple
there
times.
needs to be like a lead-in where you're like, I am going to Dorothy Lane and I'm gonna have a couple beers, then I'll grocery shop. But it's never like that. It's like, I need these groceries now because we're gonna like.
Yeah.
And it's also the nature of Dorothy Lane. No one does their full grocery shopping at Dorothy Lane Market. I don't know. Maybe like the richest of the rich do, but you go there to like pick up the few things that you need for a meal that you already have most of the ingredients for. Otherwise, you're
just
spending a fortune. Yeah.
Like you're going there for shaved coconut.
Yeah, you're going there for fresh shaved coconut, or you're going there for the either the meats or the seafood, or something that is just superior to the Kroger. But anyway, Stev reminds me because he worked there.
Where didn't Steph work?
You have to, go to the second floor. Grab some sushi. Go to the second floor, Dorothy Lane. Have yourself a nice, relaxing lunch. And their sushi is. I just learned this. Their sushi is contracted by the guy who does their sushi. Doesn't work for Dorothy Lane.
Okay.
So it's like legit. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. It seemed like a good point when I was thinking about it, and then I said it out loud, and it's just another thing that doesn't matter. Go ahead. There it is. Can art. There's some palm bushes and some leaves, some very tropical plants on the top in different colors. The Cartridge Brewing logo is front and center. And then this beer is actually called Escape,
Yep.
which I didn't mention.
You were getting to it.
But it's a pina colada wheat ale. I feel like Escape, you didn't need to name this beer. You could have just called it the pina colada wheat ale.
You could call it Sadness.
I don't know. I think early on we were really into
Banana Boat.
the names of beers, and have you paid attention to the names of, like, what was this peach one? It doesn't even have a name. It's just peaches and cream.
Are people getting dumber so they just tell you what's in it?
No, I think that beers have names. We just don't give a shit anymore. Like
This is a good.
Chuggalos Phil wanted to go to Eudora, and Eudora names all their beers,
Yeah.
all of them. And no offense, Eudora, but you gotta step it up. Step it up here.
Yeah. No offense. Yeah. None given, none taken, right, Eudora?
I will. You know what? I'll give their environment a solid 4.75.
Yeah.
But the beer.
What about their judging of other podcasts?
Oh, horrible. Yeah. They're not really big into frat culture.
Yeah, frat culture.
Even though they sell beer.
Beer drinking.
They take their beer very seriously. It's for the sophisticated beer drinker. Don't go to Eudora if you want to have a good time.
We don't hold grudges, not 5 or 6 year grudges.
Go there if you want to taste sophisticated beers made by sophisticated people.
Play them in bowling if you want to win.
Mm-hmm. Those guys were nice. Were they at the top? Did they know who we were? Ever?
They did.
They did?
Oh, yeah. It got brought up.
So they were at the top of the food chain there?
Well, there was only 6 teams the last leagues.
No, I mean those Eudora folks were they at the top of the top of the Eudora food chain?
Yeah. The two brewmasters.
So they knew that we had reached out to them.
Yes.
And
it got brought
that they had. What happened with that? I don't think I.
You guys were all there. You guys explained it to me.
I don't remember this conversation.
Yeah,
I don't think I had this conversation.
Years ago. Yeah.
No, years ago.
Yeah.
But that's how long the podcast has been around.
Years. You need to still be.
We were the last champions.
Yeah, we were the last champions, and we went out on top. You still need to think about, because toasted coconut, that worst toast, because it's coming.
Oh yeah, worst toast.
Yeah.
Worst toast.
While you're thinking about, I'm almost done.
As my wife is well aware, I can definitely think of 2 things at the same time. I don't get distracted at all. You could talk to me while I'm thinking about these toasts, and I will definitely hear what you're saying.
It's like one of my favorite jokes. I was telling a lot of jokes this last week.
Oh, I bet you were probably joking it up.
What is how many kids with ADD does it take to change a light bulb? Want to go ride dirt bikes? Yeah.
I heard some pretty good jokes, like where can you find the dog with no legs? Where I left him. It's not that funny.
Just completely obvious. But you laugh, so that laughter is infectious. It's like yawning.
I like why was Helen Keller a bad driver? Because she's a woman. That one obviously is I don't agree with the sentiment there. It's just a joke.
Yeah, she's disabled.
Don't cancel me, please. No. Obviously she was
because she's disabled.
I do want to bring this up. This is important to me. I found out. So I've doubted the severity of Helen Keller's disabilities for a long time, and I found out that there's a lot of people who also doubt the severity of Helen Keller's disabilities.
Yeah, flat earthers.
I'm in that group. I'm a Helen Keller conspiracy theorist. I don't think it. Look, okay, you're mute, deaf, and blind. What's left?
Quadriplegia.
She wrote books and stuff. I maybe I believe in Helen Keller as that she existed, but do I believe she wrote books? No. I don't believe that. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry.
I would make this title a Helen Keller hate train, but
I think we've had a Helen Keller.
Helen Keller part
before.
2. Yeah.
There was a really good one at the beginning of the podcast. I'll have to remember it.
I've already got it.
Okay.
This has been promised for like 6 days now.
The name of the episode?
Oh, well,
6 days?
The essence of it.
Right.
It'll have our panache on it.
So I'm a Helen Keller denier, but this beer, the problem that I have with this beer is not the coconut. I think the coconut's done well. I think that if you don't have a growing rage filling your heart from the coconut, you can taste the peripherals of this beer, which like the pineapple.
Sadness.
And the alcohol. The problem is that
you can taste the alcohol in this, 4%.
No, the beer. That's and the main problem here is the beer. I think that
the main problem is everything in the can.
The coconut and the pineapple do come out, and I think they offset each other. The coconut more than the pineapple, but that is true about a pina colada as well. So I think that balance is fine. But the beer, the underlying liquid of this, is the part I don't like. I think it tastes to me like a Schlitz. And there's a this dull staleness about Schlitz that I've never liked. And I know it's got this lore, and it's just like shitty beer. And I don't want to go so far as to say this is a shitty beer because I think they did the pina colada flavors well, but I think that the underlying liquid does have a hint of shitty beer taste to it, and it's, no offense to the brewers. I want to try more Cartridge beer before we really go ham on these guys, but for this one, I think you got the pina colada done right. I think that's probably a beer for women. Or women adjacent
shitty drivers
people,
is pretty much what he's saying.
Shitty drivers,
women adjacent,
or anybody who's looking for beer or alcoholic beverages that are geared towards femininity. This beer is probably in that category. I don't want to exclude people from this. This is an inclusive podcast.
This is like the Subaru of beers. It's built with love.
Yeah. So women, maybe gay men, trans women. All of those people who prefer feminine beers, feminine drinks. But even with that regard, the beer part's just not good. It's not good to me. I am at a 275, and it hurts me to do that today.
Yeah.
Because it's not Wild Ohio. Wild Ohio is undrinkable. Like you said, you mentioned that.
Yeah, if...
This is drinkable. It's just not
If you
good.
love coconut, this is your beer.
It's just, no, I don't think so. We've had coconut beers. I think we had a 450 that had coconut, and it had a better taste through beginning to end, across the palate. This one just hits different.
JT would rather lick things that smell like a black magic marker than enjoy another one.
I don't mind black magic marker.
I love the smell, but would you lick that?
Would I lick it? No. I don't lick things. I'm not a big licker.
All right.
There's people. Some people like to lick things. I like a lot of things. Yeah.
Worst toast, JT.
Worst toast.
Do you need me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So this last week we were out, and they had dual. I was at a wedding. Mm-hmm. They had a dual bachelorette party that kind of went like this all throughout the Oregon countryside. And there was a individual that would probably enjoy this beer that was out, and the bride and groom were at the bar, and said individual buys a shot for the girls. Woo! Woo! Mm-hmm. And goes, here's two Here's to Amanda. She looks so beautiful. Her name wasn't Amanda.
Ooh.
Oh, hilarious.
Yikes.
So I, as the officiant for this thing, I was dared to bring this up into the actual ceremony.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I'm not an asshole.
You're not shitty.
In bad, I have timing sometimes, but I did say to the wife, so husband and wife in this relationship, I did say, do you take this husband? So I ended up saying husband. So that was odd. So
Yeah,
I
that's odd.
screwed up too. But
that's an error.
Here's to Amanda, and her name's not Amanda. It's Michelle. So
Yikes.
So that's going to be my. That's going to
Was
be the
there an
episode
Amanda
title.
in the history?
No, there's no Amanda in the group.
No, but like, did the guy maybe date an Amanda in his past?
No.
Okay. That would be really awkward then.
No dating history in like the last 15 years. So, anyways, this episode title is going to be Dear Amanda, Pour Vigorously.
Ooh, I like it. That's
And
good.
I said I'm going to throw Amanda in the title because Amanda listens.
Yeah. I want to have a specific story, but I feel like
But at the bar,
so many toasts are shit. They're just garbage toasts. Like, a lot of them are not great.
This is a fun one to call out.
You need to the key to a good so a toast for an anniversary or just a celebration of something is fine, but a wedding toast specifically, you need to address the person that you're toasting. So if you're the maid of honor, address the bride, and if you're the best man, address the groom. Don't go so far as to start talking about the other
cross pollination.
Yeah. Just talk about. I think that's the key to a successful toast at a wedding.
Yeah. Here's to staying single, seeing double, and sleeping triple.
Boom. That's the right way to do it. Or tell stories from your past that might be funny. With ShamWow,
Props
I
are welcome.
personally said something that was like, his mom didn't know that we did some. So we were riding around in their car and fucking shit up, and it was fun. It's just funny stuff that's like, oh wow, that's a funny thing. You never go too far.
That's what I did at my wedding for my rehearsal dinner. We got all of the groomsmen and ladies' wedding party gifts, but they were personalized. And one of my groomsmen walked in on my mom, and my mom was naked.
Nice.
So speaking of Oregon District, I went down to Booker's or Books or whatever. I got him a 1974 Playboy.
Oh, okay.
Because it was about when my mom would have been in her prime.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
yeah. Right.
Like I go, since you like him vintage, and then I got to tell the story.
Yeah.
And he's not as outgoing and gregarious as I am.
Yeah.
He did not have a good.
He wasn't into the 70s Playboy.
He was not having that. All these people now knew that he saw the groom's mom naked and walked in.
Hey, I think that's funny.
It is.
That's very funny. Yeah,
it's all about moments.
It's all about moments.
Timing.
And the majority of the bad toasts that you're going to see...
Getting people's name right.
...are people who are too nervous, didn't prepare...
Yep.
Always prepare for a toast. Or just the thanks. I don't like thanks toasts. Don't thank everybody that's ever existed. Don't thank the Academy. And don't... sometimes, I know there's some people who are religious who listen, but a grace shouldn't just carry on forever. If you're saying grace before a meal, the toast should not carry on. Don't thank everybody that you've ever known.
I kept my ceremony curt, and it was I only made a couple people cry, which was a choice, and but I think I was under 12 minutes. Exchange rings, vows, everything.
Pretty good.
Like that.
12 minutes.
Seasoned pro. And there's
you're seasoned now.
And there was real clergy in the audience, so then I always look to them to how did I do?
Yeah. That's really good.
Dear Amanda, pour vigorously.
Dear Amanda, pour vigorously. I would one tip for any future wedding planners: don't do a beach wedding. That's my only tip.
My best friend did a beach wedding.
We did. My wife and I had a beach wedding, and all of the pictures show my face being absolutely shiny as fuck because it was hot as hell.
Oh, and you were hairless.
Yes, I was. Yeah. I had a nice buzz cut because I was in the Navy, and I had no beard, and my face was glistening in the hot
sun,
California sun.
So then he quenched it with a pina colada beer.
No, I wasn't into craft beer.
You're done with it though, right?
No, I still have a little bit.
I was about to say the drinkability. I mean, it's very drinkable. It's just
I'm not into it.
This was
this was a walk around party, I'd set this down and pretend like I forgot I was.
Also, I was a little disappointed. This looks like the floral print from. People had this couch. It either came in light tone or dark tone, and had that.
I will read some of this. A hazy, lazy wheat ale.
Yeah, lazy.
With coconut and pineapple that says, "Don't rock the pool float. This velvety brew is a flavor tour for the senses." There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of words.
Good thing this pool is all inclusive, and you can just pee in the pool.
I'm gonna offer Cartridge to come on the podcast. Maybe we'll go to them. I don't care.
Since it's close.
And we'll get some redemption here.
More stories to come.
More stories to come.
JT.
Yeah, that's 242. If you have any complaints, put it in the complaint box. Send all suggestions to suggestions@brewcrewpodcast.com.
We check it at least once a week.
Yep. And please subscribe. That's the key here. Subscribe on YouTube, and that will go a long way. Comment.
Let's get it to 100.
Let's get it to 100.
Yeah, let's get it to 100.
I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it.
Over, under, 100.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
We're all done. Bye.